So, Megan, the last one we were talking about idioms, but we didn't cover them all. Let's go over some more idioms.
Okay.
All right. So, the first one is, what activity is in your blood?
I would say anything with nature is in my blood. So hiking or especially kayaking. I love going kayaking. And so it's hard for me to resist if I'm in a place with beautiful nature. I need to go outside.
So, what about baking? Isn't baking kind of just natural for you that you would just love to bake? Isn't it in your blood?
I do also love to bake. Yeah, I guess hiking and baking are both in my blood together, kind of two different activities. So baking, especially when I can make very creative and decorative desserts to share with people. So I don't like to bake for myself, but sharing with others, it's quite enjoyable for me. Do you have any activities or things that are in your blood?
Well, I think one is actually just teaching. I love teaching. I just want to teach all the time. Even if I won the lottery, I'd be a teacher. I just like thinking of lessons, thinking of new ideas for lessons, trying technology with lessons. So even on my free time, I like thinking about it. And another thing is jogging. Even though most people are surprised because I'm a little fat, I'm about 20 pounds overweight, but I run almost every day.
I think I've seen you running before.
Yeah, I literally run every day. Like if I don't run, I feel terrible. Like it's the most relaxing thing for me.
Yeah.
I can't go 2 or 3 days. Well, 2 days maybe, but I can't go 3 or 4 days without running.
So jogging is really in your blood.
Yeah, and I started when I was a kid. You know the movie Forrest Gump where he just starts running?
Right. Yes, yes.
Yeah, that was me as a kid. I
Run,
literally would just
Forrest, run.
yeah, I would just run out of my driveway also in the country and just go running for an hour.
Wow.
Just to run. I thought it was fun.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, it's definitely in my blood. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about feelings. So when you get criticized, do you take it to heart?
I think my first reaction is to take it to heart. So sometimes I might be a little oversensitive when I first get criticized. But after some time passes and I'm able to think about it, usually I can see how that criticism can be useful and I can try to make a change or improve something. Or I can decide that I don't care about that person's opinion. What about you? What do you how do you respond?
Yeah, I used to take things to heart a lot, but as I've gotten older, as many people do, now a lot of it just rolls off my back. As we say, like water off a duck's back. So it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realize that everybody has different opinions and don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think that's a good attitude to have.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one also about feelings and opinions. So are you more likely to bite your lip or speak your mind when you disagree with somebody?
I think it depends on the situation. So if I feel like someone else is being treated unfairly or there are some rules that are there for a reason that should be followed, I am more likely to speak my mind. But if it's something personal or just related to me, I might bite my lip to try to keep the peace. What would you do? Bite your lip or speak your mind?
Well, I have a big mouth, so no. So I always speak my mind. So I have a really big mouth. I just never keep it inside. Yeah, it's really hard for me to bite my lip. Yeah, so that can be a bad thing.
But
Okay.
sometimes good.
Yeah. Say it like it is, as they say. Okay, Meg, let's talk about idioms related to the body.
Oh,
So we have lots of idioms in English that we use for specific meanings. So to learn these idioms, we'll just talk about them by asking each other questions.
okay.
Okay, the first one is about dating. So should a man always foot the bill on a date?
Well, I think I'm a little bit of a traditionalist in that maybe at the beginning or the first date, the man should foot the bill. But after that, if you're in a relationship, it doesn't really seem fair for the man to pay all the time. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, on a date, I feel awkward if I don't pay the bill. So, yeah, the man should foot the bill on the first date. Okay, so the next one related to feet is when you dance, do you have two left feet?
Yes, I definitely have two left feet. I'm not a good dancer by any means, and I don't really enjoy it, so I think I look a little awkward when I'm dancing. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely have two left feet. Yeah, I just look like a mess on the dance floor. So, and I don't enjoy it. And I think because I'm nervous, I want to get out of there. So, yeah,
Right. I understand your feeling.
not mine. Okay, so also related to feet is the leg. So, in your city, what costs an arm and a leg?
In my city where I live right now, I feel like fruit costs an arm and a leg. It can be quite expensive, especially if you want fruit that's out of season. But in my hometown in America, you can usually get fruit very cheap. So it feels like it costs an arm and a leg here. What
Right.
about for you?
Yeah, the city I live in now is in Japan, and it's also very expensive. Taxis cost an arm and a leg. So to take a taxi ride is so expensive. In America, where I'm from, I would say healthcare costs an arm and a leg. It's so expensive.
Yes,
Crazy expensive.
right.
You never
Much
want to get
more-
sick. Yeah.
Yes,
Even
yes,
health insurance costs an arm and a leg. It's very, very
right.
costly.
I agree with that.
Yeah. All right, so let's now talk about feelings.
Okay.
So, is it okay to give people the cold shoulder sometimes?
Well,
Nobody likes the cold shoulder.
right. Nobody likes the cold shoulder. I don't think that we should give people the cold shoulder. However, I have to admit that I have sometimes given a friend or a family member the cold shoulder when I've been upset about something.
Yeah, the whole thing about the cold shoulder is you're actually you do want them to talk to you. You just want them to
Right.
feel bad.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, it's kind of passive aggressive.
Exactly. Like I'm mad at you, but I really want you to just see that I'm mad at you and then you
Right.
give me attention and I'm happy.
Yes, you want to make it clear that you're mad
Yeah, exactly.
by giving the cold shoulder.
Right.
Have you ever given someone the cold shoulder?
Oh yeah, I can be very moody. So I've definitely given people the cold shoulder. And then I'm embarrassed sometimes afterwards. I'm like, why did I do that? That's so bad.
Yeah, feel a little guilty later.
Yeah. So we're both teachers. Do you ever give a student the cold shoulder?
No, I don't think I would ever give a student the cold shoulder because if they have questions or need help, I want to be able to assist them. So that's a little different, I think. What about you?
Yeah, no, totally. Like the students give me the cold shoulder, right?
Yes.
So you know that something's wrong. But yeah, a teacher can't give students the cold
No,
shoulder.
no, you can't.
It's impossible. Or it shouldn't be done. All right, those were some interesting points. Okay, so Meg, this week we're talking about just grooming habits and stuff. So let's go now to like our teeth.
Oh,
Now the dentist says you should floss every day. Do you floss every day?
now I do actually. I'm pretty consistent with it because a couple years back I had some cavity issues that I didn't want to go through again, and I wasn't so good about flossing before that, but the dentist said that if I flossed and used mouthwash regularly, probably it could be avoided. And so ever since then, rarely every day I do it.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, the dentist always says you should floss more. I'm pretty good about every other day, and then every now and then I'll get on a binge, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna floss every meal like I'm supposed to. But I'm pretty good. I brush my teeth twice a day. I know some people at work, I see them brushing after lunch. Are you one of those people that brushes their teeth 3 times a day?
No, I do twice a day also. Do you do morning and night?
Yeah, and actually my dentist told me don't do it 3 times a day because if you do it too much, it could do damage to your gums. So plus he said I was brushing my teeth too hard. So
Yeah.
I was pushing my gums back.
I actually had the exact same experience earlier this year. I went to the dentist because I felt like I maybe had some cavities because I had sensitivity in my teeth, and I was also brushing too hard because I was working, so I really want them to be so clean, and so
Yeah.
my gums also were receding a little bit.
Oh, yeah, and it's so painful when it happens. You realize you have
Yeah.
to reverse it, Yeah. So what about the tongue scraper? Do you do the little tongue scraper thing?
I don't have like a tongue scraper. I just kind of use my toothbrush and just brush it a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you use tongue scraper?
I have one. I use it sometimes.
How does it work? What does it do?
It's just like you're raking leaves. You just put it in your mouth and you just like scrape your tongue. And you do get some stuff that comes off of it. You're like, oh, wow.
Oh,
But
it
yeah,
sounds kind of gross, actually.
it is a little bit gross. Yeah.
But good for your mouth.
Yeah, definitely good. Definitely good. So then the other thing I guess we can talk about is shaving. Now, so as I'm a guy, so I have the facial hair.
Right.
So, but I'm pretty lucky. I only have to shave maybe twice a week.
Oh, really?
I can get away with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the full-on, manly beard thing that comes out. So,
Yeah. Yeah, some people have to shave like twice a day, so that seems like it would be inconvenient.
yeah. So do you, I guess because you're a woman,
Right.
do you have to do the legs thing?
Yes. Yes, I do shave my legs pretty much every time I take a shower.
Really?
Yeah.
How annoying.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is annoying. I actually really don't like it. I wish I didn't have to do it. And I mean, I guess I could choose to stop, but
Yeah.
I'd rather do it. So, yeah, usually
Wow.
every time I take a shower, because then if you're wearing a skirt or shorts, it's visible. So, yeah, just try
Wow.
and be careful.
And honestly, from a guy's perspective, when I look and I think about women shaving basically their calves below their knees, it looks like it'd be very easy to cut yourself because your legs are kind of hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think for the calves, it's not so bad because it's kind of a straight, it's more smooth. But the knee part, you have to be careful.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because it's like a shape. And ankles.
Oh, yeah.
And feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like for guys, our problem is right under the chin and then the Adam's apple. The Adam's apple's brutal because you kind of have to go around it, so it's very easy to cut yourself.
Yeah. Do you use an electric razor?
No, I should. I'm very environmentally unfriendly. I use those plastic razors because they're just so easy.
Yeah.
And actually, I kind of get away with it because at the gym I go to, they offer it. They have free razors in the men's room, so I just do it there.
Yeah.
Save a few bucks.
Might as well.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Well, anyway, I guess we're somewhat healthy.
Yeah, or clean at least.
Exactly. So, Meg, I have an interesting question for you.
Okay.
So the other day I was talking with a friend, and she asked me about, showers, like how many showers do I take a day? And I think I had mentioned I take 3 showers a day. That's why that came up. And she thought that was absurd, that nobody should take 3 showers a day.
Yeah, it seems a little crazy to me.
That's odd. Like, I thought that was kind of the norm, actually,
Really?
these days. Yeah, because you take a shower when you wake up. Then most people go to the gym. You take a shower when you're done at the gym, which is usually mid-afternoon or early evening. And then I usually take a shower before I go to bed.
I don't think I've ever known anyone who's taken 3 showers a day.
Really?
Do people that you know take 3 showers a day?
I think I just assumed all of my friends kind of did the same thing because they're guys and they also play sports. So they
Yeah.
also take a shower, when they wake up, before they go to bed, and after they work out.
Yeah, well, I guess sports or working out definitely makes a difference. I might totally frighten you with the showers that I take because I do not shower 3 times a day. Typically, I shower once every 2 days.
Really?
Yeah, because especially with my skin, it gets pretty dried out if I'm showering so often with the soap and the water and everything. So I have to be careful with that. But if I played sports or something where I got sweaty, I'm definitely taking a shower after that, an extra shower. But yeah, I've never taken 3 showers in one day, I don't think.
Well, so even when it's hot in summer, you just do it once every 2 days?
If I get sweaty, then maybe more than that. But I don't sweat very easily, so I usually don't have to worry about it.
Oh, wow. I think it must be what your skin gets conditioned to because one of the reasons why I always take showers is not that I feel dirty, is like I feel like my skin gets itchy unless I take a shower.
Yeah, and it might be because, well, and I think there's a difference too with where I lived in America and living here in Japan. Like the humidity is different, and so my skin gets more dry here. Actually, it has the opposite effect. So I had to be more careful here maybe than I did in America.
Yeah, that's true. So what about washing your hair? You wash your hair every 2 days?
Yes. Yeah, wash my hair every 2 days. Use conditioner maybe once a week. My hair would also get super dried out. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little frizzy right now.
Yeah.
So that's how it naturally is, my hair type too. So maybe your hair type handles well getting washed 3 times a day?
Yeah, I mean, for one, wash my hair usually twice a day, sometimes just once. But always, after I work out, I have to wash my hair. But one thing I never, ever do is use conditioner. And I don't understand why people use conditioner on their hair.
Well, short hair, maybe you don't have to worry about it as much.
Oh, okay.
But with longer hair, and especially earlier this year, I had hair quite a bit longer than this even, and the ends get dried out very easily, and they don't replace like the hair oils because it's coming from the roots, and so you have to add some extra moisture into the hair if you want it to stay looking decent. So, yeah, probably more important to condition long hair than short hair.
Okay, yeah. Because I've never understood why people use conditioner, because when I use it, it just makes my hair seem waxy.
Yeah, maybe you're using too much conditioner or not washing it all out.
Maybe. I know. I have to learn how to wash my hair. Okay, cool.